Hey guys, Spidey101 here. Before I get started, I wanted to thank you three for subscribing to my channel and leaving those positive comments. Now, here's the main subject of this video, medieval fantasy. Now, for those of you who are fans of medieval fantasy like King Arthur, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, and The Hobbit, you'll notice that they have certain swords that you like, for example, King Arthur, Excalibur, Game of Thrones, Needle, and Longclaw, and Lord of the Rings. So many swords have names in that movie. But you'll notice that everyone's personal favorite in both Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit are not only Glamdring, Narsil, and the other swords. The one favorite one that I like, and so many of you like out there, are Bilbo Baggins / Frodo's sword, Sting. Now, in the movie The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Bilbo gives Sting to Frodo because he'll be needing it on his journey, and it's a good thing he did because he did need it. Not that he really used it. Anyway, in the movie The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, Bilbo receives Sting from Gandalf, who finds it in the Troll's Cave. Now, Bilbo doesn't name the sword Sting until after his encounter with the spiders of Mirkwood Forest, which was personally my favorite chapter in the book and movie. So, now I have the sword here along with another goodie that you're going to love. So, let's get down to it. This here is Bilbo's sword from The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. Now, you'll notice if you watch Fellowship of the Ring and the first Hobbit movie, well, all of them, you'll see that when Bilbo gives Frodo Sting, he has a bunch of engravings along the side on the sheath and on the blade. But, I guess he doesn't have those put in there until he gets to Rivendell. But yeah, I purchased this sword when I turned 12, so I've had it for a couple years. But yeah, this is just such a good sword. It's really cool. It's not very big, but it's really cool to have. I plan on trying to get either Glamdring or Excalibur next. I'm probably going to go with Excalibur because he's cheaper to buy than Glamdring. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and take the sword out. If I can, hang on. You hear that thing? So yeah, this is Bilbo's sword. The thing that I love about this is that not only is the scabbard hard, it's not real flimsy, it's actual real hard. There's actual metal plating on the sheath, along with a strap. I didn't know what this was, but if you actually want to start wearing this, what you do with this is that when you put the belt on, that can fit through, if you can find a belt that fits through that, you either attach this in with the belt, or you could just hook it over the belt and tug on it, so that way the sheath can go like that diagonally. Now the blade itself is really cool because in Fellowship of the Ring, you'll notice that Bilbo has a bunch of engravings along this swirl right here in Elvish and along the hilt right here too. But yeah, the thing that I like about this sword is that all the dots on the handle and the hilt and the bar right there, it shows that it's been aged because it's been sitting in a troll's cave for who knows how long. There's even it right there. Here, hold on. Let me see if I can zoom in. The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. This means that this is an official licensed sword from the movie. It's really, really sharp. It's not like plastic, it's actually like stainless steel. It's actually it weighs a little, not a whole lot. The handle though, if you wield it for too long, it gets really, really slippery. So if you want to do cosplay and hold a pose for a cool picture, then you're going to have to start drying your hands. But yeah, no, this sword is really, really cool. I'm glad to have it. I've wanted this sword for so long. I have an FX Sting sword from Lord of the Rings. It's in storage though, so I have to get it. I'll make a video on that as soon as I get it. But yeah, no, this is a real cool sword. I'm really glad I have it. You can buy these on basically anywhere because, you know, since the movies are no longer new, you can still buy these for a cheap price. The sheath actually is, if you wanted it, you can buy it as a combo, but it costs more. So my suggestion for you is, get the blade itself first, and then get this sheath. Luckily for me, they came together because I ordered them from the same site, so they came together. But yeah, no, it's a really nice sword. I recommend, if you're going to start a fantasy sword collection, I highly recommend you start with Sting, because he's not that much of an expensive sword. Also, he looks cool. But yeah, if you're going to start a sword collection, I highly recommend you start with Sting. It's a really cool elvish blade. But yeah, no, here's for that little special goodie I said you guys are going to love to go with this sword. Now, you're probably going to know what I'm going to show you if you can hear the dingling in the background. Voila. The One Ring of Power. Now, if you've seen both, if you've read the book and seen the movie, you'll know that Bilbo finds the ring in Gollum's cave. In the movie and in the book, they made it two different ways. In the movie, Gollum finds that goblin that Bilbo fell down into the pits with, and then the ring just sort of pops out of his pocket while he's trying to kill it. But in the book, Bilbo, he falls down like he did in the movie. But the thing is, though, is that it's so dark that his hand just sort of touches it, and then he just puts it in his pocket and forgets about it. Kind of happens in the book, too. It just shows how much they try to not make it like it. This metal chain, it's not really metal. But, you know, I just don't want to lose the ring, so I thought I'd put it on a necklace and make it look like Frodo. And plus, the cool thing about this ring is that it's not a wedding ring. It's the actual one ring. Here, if it'll focus. There you go. Now, as you'll see, both in the inside and outside right here, you'll see the engravings. It's written all around the band, and you can see it on the inside. This ring is actually really good. I'm glad I got this one because it looks almost exactly like the one in the movies. When they made The Hobbit, I'm pretty sure they just went back into storage and pulled out the ring they used for the Lord of the Rings trilogy and just used this ring. The Elvish engravings. Well, it's not really Elvish. As Gandalf so glamorously puts it, it's the language of Mordor written in Elvish script. But yeah, now I got this along with the sword. So yeah, it's a really cool ring. Glad I have it. Probably the next piece of jewelry that I'm gonna get is probably the ring that Reverse Flash uses in the show The Flash on the CW. If you guys watch that show, good for you. If you don't, well, I don't know what to say, but you're missing out. The season 1 just ended recently, and it ended on a real big cliffhanger. One that kind of gets you pissed off at first. But, you know, there's tons of Easter eggs in that show, but, you know, this isn't about Flash. This is about Lord of the Rings, so, yeah. The ring and the sword make it a combo. I looked around on the internet, and I also found the Arkenstone. I wanted to get it, but, you know, money was tight for me. It still is right now. I had like a ton of money, now I don't. But yeah, no. Thank you guys for watching this video. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.